Bitcoin is back to $120,000, crypto kids. If you watched yesterday's video, I spoke about how important it is that Bitcoin is breaking above this bullish pennant structure on the daily time frame. How incredible it is that we have the W formation and how we've been long on weeks since $77,000 and have not touched any of the positions since. The only time that I was considering to close those positions was if we broke below the 107 level, which we didn't do. And actually, in fact, on Pionex, we opened a grid bot to buy the dip as much as we possibly can. And now that bot is in profits after buying the dip consistently. So in today's video, I'm going to share what I think will happen to the market next, if the CME gap is still relevant, if it is, how I'm playing it, and a couple of altcoins that I think are super interesting, and some alpha that I got from Token 2049 as today was the final day of Token. Guys, if you do enjoy these updates, make sure to destroy the like button and subscribe to become a crypto kid. We have an incredible trading competition that is currently running with weeks at the moment. We literally gave away 100 USDT 90 minutes ago to the highest trading volume user. If you want to participate in this daily trading competition, we have another 3 days almost of this competition running where we give $100 every single day. Go to the description of today's video, click this link in the description, the first link to weeks. If you don't have an account yet, sign up to create an account. It only takes less than a minute to create your account. If you do already have an existing account, click the register button, which will be instead of sign up, and open as many trades as you possibly can to win the first place and get 100 USDT. We'll be doing more of these in the future as well. So keep your week's account handy because we'll be giving away much more in prizes over the next few months. Okay, going into Bitcoin. So guys, obviously we said that Q4 is the most bullish month for Bitcoin. What Benjamin Cohen expects is pretty interesting. So September historically is always the bottom, August is always the high, and then Q4 always ends up being the top. And he predicts that Bitcoin is going to create a new all-time high, the final all-time high before the end of this year. And I do tend to agree. I think that Bitcoin is going to go to brand new all-time highs. I love the structure that we have on the daily time frame with the W pattern, with the bullish pennants, with the bull market support band. The only concern is unfortunately the CME gap. Now it's something that we have to keep very much in the back of our minds because 90%, in fact, almost 95% of the time, these CME gaps do end up closing, whether it's to the up or to the downside. So the only thing that I'm doing is I'm keeping all of my positions open. The bot on Pionex will hopefully continuously buy the dip if we do end up seeing a dip. Actually, I want to check the details to see if there are any orders left to the downside. Yes, there are. So if the price of Bitcoin goes down, I will still be buying the dip with my Pionex trading bot, which I will leave a link to it in the description of today's video. I'm going to be buying the dip, and I'm only making sure that all of my existing positions have lower liquidations than the 109 to 108 levels. If that is the case for you, in my personal opinion, that could be a good approach because that's just the worst case. In the best case scenario, we continue to pump, we break above the prior swing highs, and we establish new all-time highs. Even if that doesn't happen today or tomorrow, I think it's going to happen by the end of this year. So the overall macro picture for Bitcoin is incredibly bullish. For Ethereum, if you guys remember, we bought at 3.9K, limit order on weeks. So that was a fantastic buy, and I've been buying since 1.5, 1.6, 2.2, $3,000, now 3.9. I've been buying up as many long positions as much as I could over on weeks. Hopefully you guys have been doing similar things because now that is doing incredibly profitable. I attended a conference or a side event where Joseph Lubin, the co-founder of Ethereum, was there, and he was speaking about Ethereum treasury companies. They've established their own Ethereum treasury company called SBETS, right? And they're now the second highest Ethereum holdings treasury company, SharpLink Gaming. And he sees that Ethereum is an asset that could be much more capitalized than Bitcoin via a strategic company. My personal opinion is all of these strategic digital asset reserve companies for Ethereum, for AVAX, for any of the other cryptos, for the short term, it's going to be fantastic for price action. However, when the bear market begins, which I think we will see a brief bear market in 2026, all of these digital asset treasury companies, or most of them, I think are going to fail, and they're going to cause a further capitulation like events we saw such as FTX, Luna, Celsius. So in the short term, it's great, but when we go to the bear market, they're going to be problematic. But overall, Ethereum, I expect $8,000. So any dip that I see on Ethereum, I'm buying. If you want to do the same, then you can go to weeks, sign up to the trading competition, or create your account without signing up to the trading competition using the first link in the description down below. Another incredible person that I had the pleasure of meeting today at Token 2049 was none other than Charles Hoskinson, who's not only an Ethereum co-founder too, but he is the founder of Cardano. When we go into the Cardano price action, we've bounced and just bumped off the bull bear market support band perfectly. As soon as we break above this downward sloping trend line, I think we can even reach new all-time highs for Cardano. So incredibly bullish. I have long positions open on weeks, and I would be considering to open long positions on Cardano in preparation for the potential breakout that we're going to see. The last time Cardano broke out from such descending trend line was when we were entering Q4 in October last year. I think a similar thing could literally be playing out here for the Cardano charts. If you go to the Cardano macro charts, then you can also see that on the monthly time frame or the week time frame, Cardano USD, I think it was the crypto charts, we're literally repeating exactly as what we did in the previous cycle. Take a look at this. Let me remove all of the brush strokes I created on the Moonshow Daily Crypto Live. Look at the current cycle and look at the previous cycle. In the November to January months, over that 2-year period, Cardano creates a double bottom. Over the November to January periods, Cardano creates a double bottom. Then you see a blow off top in January of 2020 here, January of 2025. The price corrects, price bounces, and in October, by the end of October, you start seeing the massive rally to the upside. So Cardano is just something that I'm super bullish on. They released the Cardano card, or the launch of the Cardano card over at Token. I'm just incredibly bullish. I'm buying as much Cardano as I can. And if you're looking to open a position on weeks, then I would consider doing a potential setup as the following. So like this, we can put endless take profits. We'll have to decide later on. But for stop loss, I think something like this for me makes quite a bit of sense. Maybe approach it with no leverage to begin with. But then as soon as you start breaking out of this downward sloping trend line, you can maybe perhaps increase your leverage if you wish to do so to 2 to 3x. So I'm going to keep this chart like this for you for 3 seconds. You can maybe take a screenshot and then you can do as you wish with it. But I just think that Cardano is looking uber bullish. Then you have Solana. Solana in the next 7 days or so should be getting a ETF from Fidelity, a massive issuer. Even if we break below the support line of this rising wedge, there is a chance that we can correct to the $150 level. And on Pionex, I do have a bot for Solana, which is now also pretty profitable. I'll leave that below the Bitcoin bot. I'm still buying Solana in the macro because of the ETF and because of the long-term weekly cup and handle that we're seeing. My target is $500. And the final altcoin that I'll mention is AVAX, because AVAX is also having a digital asset treasury company being established, buying up 450 million of AVAX, beautiful bullish pennants, beautiful bull flag within a bullish pennant. And guess what it looks like to me? It looks exactly like Chainlink. And guess what? It also looks like Sui. So all of these coins, I'm buying up as much as I can. I was at the Sui Fest. Incredible amounts of innovation happening. Most of these coins are going to be receiving ETFs. Most of these coins have incredible real-world use cases. And I expect 2-3x's on a majority of these coins that I'm currently looking at. So guys, that's just a quick roundup. If Bitcoin dumps to the CME gap, I'm just going to be buying the dip. And tomorrow I'm heading to the Network State Conference in Marina Bay Sands. If anybody's there, then you can come and say hi to me. I'll be around the Network State Conference. Take care, have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you all on tomorrow's video. Bye-bye, guys.